It's the top of July and the greenhouse is going crazy. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Home Garden. We are inside of my wonderful, beautiful little greenhouse. For those who don't know, this greenhouse is probably about, 25, 30 feet long by arm's length. I'm not sure, 6, 7 feet probably, with a nice little walkway in between. I built this a couple years ago with a bunch of reclaimed wood. It's actually 100% reclaimed wood because I was working this factory job that was very wasteful. So I decided to put in the work and actually grow food in here, and that I have. This season, I actually decided to make one side of the bed an in-ground bed because I wanted to focus on my melons, and the success rate as of right now is going nuts. Everything on the in-ground bed is booming with growth. So let me go ahead and show you what's going on in there. All right, so we are going to start with maybe the most fruitful of the plants in the greenhouse right now, which is my Market 76 cucumber. This baby is taking off so damn well, and I'm so thankful for it. Last year, there was a huge infestation of vine borer, which actually affected nearly all of my cucumbers last year. I may have pickled, 5 jars out of the entire season. So this year, of course, I am very happy with the growth. This one that I put in probably the earliest, based on growth, has already reached the ceiling of this, 12, 13 foot greenhouse. And I believe as long as it stays healthy, it will continue to just take over the rest of the greenhouse, almost like how my bitter melon did last year. And I love that for the cucumbers. But the one negative thing that is going on with all of my cucumbers and all of my tall standing plants in the yard is that they attract the very disgusting looking red lanternfly. For those who don't know, or for those who are in the western southern part of the United States, here on the East Coast, we actually got infested a couple years ago. There has been a huge invasion of these bugs that are actually from like the Far East and got over here through cargo ships and such. And they love my yard because I have so many tall standing structures. My sunflower is absolutely covered with these things. My cucumber is disgustingly covered with these things. The only benefit is they don't hurt your plants, so it's not negative in that type of way, but aesthetically, comfort wise, they jump everywhere, so they land on you. They don't bite, but it's just like an uncomfortable feeling. And even looking at my plant here, I'm just like, geez, I don't ever want to harvest or touch this plant at all. But this is certainly my most fruitful plant in the greenhouse right now. So along here with my wonderful cucumbers, I have my pole beans that are going strong. These things are going to be very sexy. I believe they are the red pole bean. Subscribe if you would like to see a grow guide on those once I actually start getting them. I have the beautiful Swiss chard going on right here in another grow bag in the greenhouse. And I've been harvesting this Swiss chard for so long. I feel like it's been 3-4 months of consistently just coming out every other week and getting big, sexy leaves for all of my stir fries. And I've actually been wrapping food in the leaf and then cooking all of that together. And it is so tasty because the leaf soaks up so much of the flavor of kind of whatever that you're adding. And it looks sexy on the plate. So moving down the line, behind this giant kale that I can't specifically think of the name of right now, I will put it up on screen. Behind this wonderful, productive, sexy ass kale. Look at these colors, the purples and the greens and that size of the leaf. But behind this, there is some more wonderful, vibrant Swiss chard back here that I am just a huge fan of. I have to be biased and say that I love the pink Swiss chard because it's just a color that you don't really see in the garden, kind of like blue. That's why I grow borage, because you have these uncommon colors that are very specific to certain plants. And this certainly, like vibrant pink, is very specific to the chard. Certainly looks good when you cook it down, looks good on a plate. You know what I'm saying? Let me put you on. Now, I can tell that the temperatures in here are actually way too high for the kale, and it is holding on for dear life. Some of these leaves are starting to grow upwards, as you can see, and that's kind of the plant really shielding itself from the heat, from the sun. The best thing that you could do for your brassicas in general during the summertime, like I said in the last video, is really harvest and eat them, because they don't really love the heat like that. But as you can see, they certainly will grow, and they will grow closely. The main point of this video I want to show off is like how much food I have in this little space. I understand that not many people have greenhouses in their yard. I understand many people don't have yards in general yet. No matter what space that you have, you can cram food, and as long as you know what you're doing, the food will continue to grow. Perfect example being the other cucumbers and peas that I have growing on the in-ground bed. These things are stuffed together, but again, as long as everything is vertical, it clears up so much space. And actually, what I should have done before the video is, one, grab a sweat rag, and number two, I should have came out here and really started to prune the lower leaves of these plants. This is something that's very important if you decide to grow almost anything vertically. You want to get rid of these lower leaves. One, they touch the ground, they'll give you disease. Two, because they are not receiving the most sunlight, they are really just sucking energy away from your plant. Now, you should certainly keep, the top fourth of your leaves, because photosynthesis is certainly needed. But these bottom leaves, they have served their purpose. They got your plant off the ground, literally and figuratively. So now you go ahead and help your plant out and actually, get rid of these bottom leaves. All right, so here at the very top of the standing bed of the greenhouse, I have my tomato, which is actually doing very well. I can tell by the shape of the tomatoes. I believe these are my Sicilian tomatoes. My, what are they called? Oh, my San Marzanos. I believe these are going to be my San Marzanos. And because I had such a lack of the Marzanos last year, I know by this plant doing so well that I'm going to have to clear up some space in here. I really don't want my brassicas to be taking up valuable, greenhouse space, because I have an entire bed of brassicas outside. So within the next couple weeks, I imagine all the brassicas in the bed that I just showed you will actually be pulled out. I would do it right now, but I got a hot date tomorrow and she likes salads. So with this tomato, I know I'm going to have to go in here and actually check out these suckers. I don't want this thing to be too large, take up too much space, but a sucker like this, I'm going to go ahead and set in some water and actually get it ready to plant in either the in-ground bed or the standing bed, because I need as many tomatoes as I can possibly get over the rest of the season. And on the other side of the tomato plant is the most special plant here inside the greenhouse. It is my cold hardy kiwi plant. Scientists have done their thing, dude. This thing has survived the winter. I got it at the end of the season last year, put it inside here, and it has survived negative 10 degrees outside. Now, it is within a greenhouse, but this greenhouse, isn't the most professionally built. I'll just say that. So I am now just waiting to see the kiwi come at the end of this season. It's such a weird growing type of plant that, of course, I've never really seen grow in person. So it's been very fun just observing, taking notes, and understanding what the plant needs, what the plant doesn't like, and what I should be doing to ensure that I receive the first Pittsburgh kiwi that I know of. And here on the outside of the greenhouse, a few years ago, I actually purposely took a lot of the mint that was growing from my original patch and put it here with the hopes of one day seeing these results. Stepping out of the greenhouse and getting the beautiful whiff of mint as you're walking past, and even sitting across the yard and just seeing mint and then the wonderful growth inside the greenhouse is such a dream. I actually am a huge fan of aesthetic gardening. You know, of course, I am putting my food to use, as you should, but also think of the aesthetics. Some things are just very nice, you know, and having a beautiful field of mint outside a very productive greenhouse, it's so cool. So I'm gonna go inside and make myself a little mint cucumber salad or whatever. And I hope yins take it easy. I want to thank you for watching this little short video. I just wanted to give an update. It's kind of hard to speak about the greenhouse when I'm updating the rest of the yard because there is so much in there. So thanks for watching this little video. I'll see yins very, very soon with another video. And until then, I'll be here gardening.